What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got a new weaponizer to talk about. We've only ever seen one weaponizer. It was Sergeant Cog. Except these new weaponizers, they ain't like Cog at all. Today we're talking about Raider Brunt. It's been revealed by BigComicPage.com. And this ain't your daddy's weaponizers, ladies and gentlemen. Unless you're my daughter, in which case it kind of is. But that's not the point. This does not work like Sergeant Cog. It's a two-part character that turns into two upgrades when it is KO'd. What? Okay, there's a lot to take in here, but let's start off with the bot. It is an 11 cost. Now, an 11 cost character is a lot. An 11 cost character really puts you into a 2-wide team or a 3-wide team where you're playing a very weak bot to make up the stars. This ain't just being played for the upgrades, ladies and gentlemen. We need more than that. Well, the stats aren't great. Like for an 11 cost, you got an attack of 3, health of 10, defense of 2. Well, my go-to comparison that I use on this channel is back in Wave 1, before there were combiners and battle masters, when all the bots were just bots. An 8-star character would have 4, 12, 2. So an 11-star character with 3, 10, 2, no, this is bad. Inarguably bad. I mean, even Sergeant Cog was a 10 cost with 4, 12, 1, which is better. Having said that, it's got a pretty gosh darn good skill. Each enemy's bold total and tough total can't be more than 1. Oh yeah, I like that. This is cool. This is really nice. This essentially turns off bold and tough. And then we look at Sergeant Cog and we go, oh, you didn't have your own skill. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. So frankly here, this is worth it. We don't like the stats on an 11 cost. They're bad. But the fact of the matter is, you're turning off bold and tough. Super aggressive deck really trying to rely on bold. Think something like Insecticons. Think something like Metroplex. Oh, yeah, they're not going to be terribly happy about this. Gutted. And then, of course, it gets a little bit worse. Because, I mean, worse for them, better for you, because they can't even use tough. So if they're going for a blue deck trying to really rely on tough, we've seen stuff like, I'd say Autobot Hot Rod. I like me some Hot Rod. Seen a little bit of play and love, along with Flame War. And Hot Rod and Flame War together should give you tough 2, but they don't, ladies and gentlemen. Tough. They are locked into tough 1. And this is huge. This can directly counter a couple of different decks. And what's amazing about Raider Brunt is it sits there going, look, I am countering a lot of decks. I am not 100% turning off bold and tough. And look, if you really want to turn off bold and tough, we can. Back in Wave 2, we got Warpath, which entirely turned off tough, and Warpath that entirely turned off bold. And to be fair, right, the two of them together only actually add up to 12 stars. So it's only one more star than this. So if you really want to go hard after bold and tough, arguably there's a better way to do it. But the thing is, your opponent has to go, right, I'm relying on bold or tough. I've got to take down Raider Brunt. Oh no, he turns into 2 upgrades. Now, this is going to be, I am usually incredibly positive when it comes to the Transformers trading card game. I love this game. I think the team behind it do a phenomenal job. I think this is a game made by wonderful people who love us and care. However, these are rare cards. Now, we don't know what the odds on pulling a rare card are. There were no rare little character cards in Wave 3. We had Battle Masters and Micro Masters that were uncommon and common respectively. We didn't have much. We didn't have any rares. We didn't have much else. It was common or uncommon. Well, now we do. Now, it actually says on the front of the Wave 4 pack, it's been out there for a little while, small character card may be a Micromaster, Battle Master, or half of a Weaponizer, and we get one per pack. But we don't know what the odds are. My worry here is you've got to play Raider Brunt as a 2-part character. My worry here is that if you really want to play Raider Brunt, you're going to have to pull both these rares, and you might buy yourself a booster box or 2 and not actually pull it off. Now, having said that, Volcanicus was 5 rares. Having said that, Volcanicus was also not a good character. I don't have a huge problem with this. I don't mind personally. I'm going to go and collect all the characters like I always do. However, some people are likely to be slightly upset by the fact that they're going to pull a rare card that they can't actually play. But then again, no one really complained back in Wave 2, so maybe I'm worried about nothing. Good news is, both these upgrades are good. TTC-HD Turret Armor is an armor, shockingly. It gives you +2 defense, and it does have a little note there that it must be played with the Oblivio launcher and they start as Raider Blunt. And it gives you Tough 1. Now, this isn't phenomenal, but the thing to remember is it's lots in one. It's +2 defense and it's Tough 1. And you add them both up. I mean, +2 defense is nothing to be sniffed at. Back in Wave 1, we got ourselves Blast Shield. And Blast Shield, well, it gave you +2 defense and you got a scrap at the end of the turn. So +2 defense in and of itself is pretty gosh darn good. Then you add in Tough 1 on top of that? Yeah. All of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, I start feeling pretty gosh darn generous. So I'm loving this. Yes, we can do better with Tough. Of course we can. I mean, Improvised Shield gives you Tough 1 and has a double orange icon. Tough 1 isn't particularly amazing, but Tough 1, when combined with +2 defense, I'm immediately on board. And then, of course, we've got the other upgrade here, TTC-HP Oblivio Launcher, plus free attack. Now, you can only play it with the armor, starts assembled as Raider Blunt, we said that. Bold 1, plus free attack. And once again here, we're absolutely loving it. Now, we can do better. I mean, we've got Flamethrower, which just gives you a straightforward Bold 2. And we can always play something like Grenade Launcher. But actually, that gives you +4 attack. But +3 attack is one of the lines in the Transformers TCG. If you want +3 attack, you've got to get yourselves a little bit of a downside. So, Static Laser of Ironhide, that gives you +3 attack. But unfortunately, you've got to take 2 damage if you attack and you're not Ironhide. Erratic Lightning gives you +2 attack, but it also gives you -1 defense. Actually here, yeah, these are good. Not for any part of them, but taken together. +2 defense, fine. +2 defense with Tough 1, yes. +3 attack, pretty good. +3 attack with Bold 1, yes. The question, of course, you need to ask yourself then is, are you going bold? Are you going tough? Are you going for a bit of a mixed deck? Because if you're going for a really heavy orange deck, Oblivio Launcher is going to be great. Turret Armor is going to be alright. Having said that, giving +2 defense to one of your characters, even in a bold deck, is still pretty good. And in the same way, giving +3 attack to one of your characters, even in a tough blue deck, is still pretty good. One side note we do need to make here, which is extremely important: Quartermaster recovers Battle Masters, not Weaponizers. And when these upgrades go away, whether they're scrapped or they're just put back in your hand with something like Disarm, they're gone. At that stage, ladies and gentlemen, they are gone. And Quartermaster gets them back from the KO area they're sent to when they're gone. But only if they're Battle Masters, and these are Weaponizers, so when these are gone, they are gone. I don't know how I feel about playing an 11 cost character just to have it turn into upgrades. But the fact of the matter is, Raider Brunt is 2 very good upgrades, and it all but turns off Bold and Tough, both of them, before it becomes upgrades. And at that stage, I'm starting to think, you know what? This looks pretty good. I mean, I showed you Astro Train the other day, right? An Astro Train needs lots of upgrades on to be really good. In bot mode, you give it 3 upgrades, plus 3 attack, plus 3 defense. Oh, look. This gives you 2 upgrades in 1. I think you're going to be seeing a lot of Raider Brunt. I think this is an extremely good card. And if nothing else, it's the first weaponizer we've seen, and that alone makes me very, very excited. But I'd like to know how excited you are, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wossy. That's where we talk about Transformers. And do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, etc. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.